Alright YouTube, welcome back. Today I'm going to talk about Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty, as part of this collection I got. The Legacy Collection has basically all the games. So the second game to come out on PlayStation 2. To sum it up, it's bigger, it's better in gameplay, but it has a flawed main character. So let's get to it. Alright, so let's talk about Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty. This game came out in November 2001, and it had a new lick of HD paint in 2011, and it still looks fantastic. Maybe a bit rough around the edges, and the textures are not very detailed, but it's all very sharp, 720p, 60 frames per second, clean, and it's brilliant. No complaints in the graphics department. Now, what came as an unpleasant surprise for a lot of fans of the first game is the fact that the majority of the second game is spent playing as this rookie agent called Raiden. So you don't get to play that much with Solid Snake. You play Raiden. Now, I think that was a bold move by Kojima, the producer of this game, to make Snake more into a sort of a guest star. If only this Raiden character was an interesting one, because he's not. I mean, he looks like a girl, he can't stop whining to his ex-girlfriend who keeps reminding him about their relationship, and it's totally not interesting. So the game falls flat on its back as far as the main character is concerned. Now, this rookie agent with no field experience is sent to save the president, who, amongst other hostages, is held captive on this oil rig. So the story really ticks these familiar boxes, like terrorists, yes, they're here, check. Nuclear threat, check. Government conspiracy, check. Compared with the first game, in Metal Gear Solid 2, it's all bigger, it's bolder, it's more indulgent. It's also a more generous game, as there's a lot more content, a lot more gameplay, a lot more story. And it's also very lavishly produced, with Kojima's signature overlong cutscenes, great voice acting, and score. It is then quite unfortunate that the game takes itself really too seriously, because I think that the second game lost some of the charm that the first game had. And it has a lot to do with the characters, the interactions, the drama of the first game, the awkward conversations that these characters had. And that is not present in the second game. I think that's a bummer. Now let's talk about the gameplay. Gameplay, on the other hand, has been significantly improved over the first game. First and foremost, this is very much still a stealth game, so no running and gunning, because that will get you killed in this game. Now, the number of moves you can pull off has increased, so now you can climb on boxes, peek around corners, or hang on ledges. On top of all these new moves, the arsenal of items and equipment has expanded as well, and that's a lot of fun. So it's just great to try different items for different situations. And yes, you get 5 different cardboard boxes to mess around with soldiers with. Now the camera One of my biggest complaints in the first game was the camera. Now the camera in the second game is still fixed on the main protagonist, so fixed on Raiden. But switching from third person to first person to look around is easy enough now. And the camera angles are also very dynamic.
It's the enemy there!
You can also now shoot from first person view, so you don't feel as vulnerable as in the first game. Now the level design is amazing in the second game. Some levels have you overcome numerous hazards, some have you swim, some have you take care of this little girl. So a lot of effort was put into making this game anything but boring. So no more awful backtracking as in the first game. So hooray for that! No more backtracking, I love that. Now apart from the story, because I wouldn't say story, but the character, the main character, I think that the sequel improves on almost every aspect of the first game. And I think that Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty still stands as one of the best stealth games ever produced. So there you have it. Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty. I think it's a really good game. So thank you for watching. Let me know what you think, subscribe, and see you